Yes. Now we are going to discuss about a few uh, s- micro teaching skills, and we are going to practice these five skills. The first one is introducing the lesson or introducing the topic. The second one is skill of explanation of the topic. The third one is skill of using the blackboard. Fourth one is skill of probing the questions or skill of questioning. Fifth one is stimulus, skill of stimulus variation. These five skills we are going to practice in the micro teaching session, and we are going to write two or three lesson plans using all these five skills. Let us discuss about the first skill, that is skill of introducing a lesson. So in a skill of introducing lesson, the main objective of this skill of introducing lesson is how to introduce the topic in an innovative way or interesting way to the students by gaining the attention of the students, and how to inculcate the interest among the students to drag the attention of the students towards our the before starting the lesson is the main objective of this introducing a skill of introducing the lesson. So if you take a topic, we can explain this how to write it first. Before going to explain or we were going to practice this one, how to write this lesson plan for this skill of introducing a lesson is important. In this class today we are going to learn about how to write the lesson plan for the skill of introducing a lesson. The first the headings we can see here. Skill is introducing a lesson. The name of the teacher trainee, you can write your name and you can write there your rule number also. A subject, that is we are practicing in mathematics, so mathematics. Which class we are writing, that is class 9th. Date, you can write the date. Time, you know already the time duration for this one. Every skill is maximum 5 to 10 minutes, you know already. Which topic we are going to introduce using this skill, we have to mention. This is first headlines. Using this lesson skill, what we are going to check to make the skill successful, to get the good attention, good command over the skill. What components to be covered, what components to be covered is very very important. So when we are assessing your skills, when you are presenting the lesson plan of skill of introducing, we will see the your co-trainees or the instructor or the lecturer, the supervisor will follow these components. You have to cover all these five components when you are writing the um, lesson plan for skill of introducing the topic or skill of introducing the lesson. What are the components must be covered? We should have a clear idea about that one. First one is use of previous knowledge. So when we want to start any lesson or when we want to introduce any topic, we should ask some previous knowledge questions to the students for, so that how you are using the previous knowledge to motivate the students from the previous classes is very very important. That is, in short, we can say UPK, use of previous knowledge. This is very very important. So the second component is preliminary attention gaining. So when we are using the previous knowledge and when we are asking some students, they may not show the attention, so we should gain the attention of the students. So that is preliminary attention gaining. So we should make the students to attend our lesson, attend at our instruction. So that what way you are asking the students, what way you are making the students to gain the preliminary attention is very very important. That is called second component, that is preliminary attention gaining. In short, we can say, in brief we can say, in short form we can say PAG, preliminary attention gaining. The third one is relevance and continuity of questions. We should not go beyond the topic which we want to introduce. So there should be the related questions, related answers, expected answers from the students. So we should not go beyond the continuity also. So we should continue the relevance and continuity. The questions should be linked to one to each other. So that is called relevancy and continuity of the questions. So we should not go beyond the question. We should not ask any other set of questions which are not relevant and which are not continue to the questions. Then after, the fourth component is arousing motivation. Arousing motivation means we should make the students to motivate themselves to listen the lesson or to learn the thing, new concept in an easy way. That is called arousing motivation. In brief, we can say, in short form, we can say, in coding, we can say AM. And the last one is, after arousing the motivation among the students, we should declare the topic with the help of the students, with the more initiation of the students. Sometimes we can declare if the students can fail to declare the topic without lacking with knowledge, with lack of knowledge. So they may not declare the topic name easily what we are expecting from them. So these are the 5 components to be covered when we are writing the lesson plan and when we are practicing the skill when we are teaching in the classroom for your co-trainees. So this is which one we are going to see. When we are writing this one, we have to write the following headings. This heading, the first one is skill is introducing a lesson. Name of the teacher training we have already discussed. The topic is cylinder, but we should write in the lesson how to write the micro teaching lesson plan for this skill. We have to see. You know already, we are cylinder means you know already there will be 2 bases and there will be a curved plane. You know already, just you have to bring some material which are similar to this cylinder, battery, radio batteries and torch batteries, wall clock batteries, road rollers, some similar objectives we have to bring to use the skill. So that required TLM is the images or thoughts, or at least the real items which are similar in the shape of the cylinder. These are required to start the lesson. So there we need to follow some format to write the lesson plan. First we will see how to write it, then after we will modify it when we are writing it. First you see, the first step is step. So there what step we are going to use, that is steps. That is second column is teacher's activity. Here in teacher activity, what the teacher is acting, what speaking. Student activity or learner activity you can write. You can write people's activity also. In the last column you can write components. After getting the knowledge regarding the components, we will modify it as the blackboard or TLM column. So first you write with a pencil, using this pencil you write the components which we are using. Then after you erase this component column and make it as the blackboard work or TLM column. So there will be 4 columns. One is, first column is steps, second one is teacher activity, third one is student activity or learner activity, the fourth one is in with a pencil you can write components, then after you erase it, then the fourth column is blackboard work or TLM. So these are the 4 steps we have to follow when we are writing the micro teaching lesson plan for any skill. Now we will see how to start the lesson. First one is, in the first step we are giving the introduction. Introduction itself means wishes and all these things, it comes, greetings, all these things comes. So in introduction we have to give the teacher activity itself indicates that we should greet the student by, if it is morning we should greet them, good morning students. Then automatically the students greets us, good morning sir or madam. That is called preliminary attention gaining in the component column. We should not write in the blackboard as it is. So then after, how are you, the teacher asks by showing how are you. Then automatically the student activity we have to write. Fine, madam. Thank you, sir or madam. This is also preliminary attention gaining. The second one, they starts the presentation using these previous knowledge and all these things. This is called in presentation. We use the previous knowledge, brainstorming questions. First, they will ask by showing a cube. We can use as cube. So the TLMR required for this topic is cube also. By showing a cube, the teacher asks, "What is this?" The student replies, "A cube." It is a cube. Then the teacher asks, "How is the shape of this side?" The student gives the answer for the question as square. This is called use of previous knowledge. They know the shape of the cube, side of the cube. So automatically we are using the previous knowledge of the student. So it is called UPK in the component. We should not write with the pens, just write with the pencil. Then after erase it, and you can use it as the blackboard one. How are the remaining sides of the cube? They can give the answer same squares. This is also use of previous knowledge. After completion of showing the cube, after completion of asking questions of the cube, automatically then move to the topic by showing a cylinder. The teacher asks, how many planes does it have? Automatically by showing this cylinder, they gives the answer 3. This is called relevancy and continuity. Why? Because we are asking the continuity question which is relevant to the cube. Why? Because we will discuss. What are they? They will give 3 sides, 3 planes. One is curved plane and 2 bases. Curved plane and 2 bases. Automatically, we already showed already the 2 bases and curved planes for every cylinder. So this question comes and this response comes under the use of previous knowledge and relevancy and continuity. Then after, the teacher asks, what do you call this complete shape? By showing the cylinder, the teacher shows a picture of road roller, mat. Already mat. If you fold the mat, automatically you can see it looks like a cylinder. Bottle also we can show. Some pipe also we can show, the water pipe or whatever it may be, and ask the students, what do you call this complete shape? The student replies, it is a cylinder. Though by using the use of previous knowledge, the student gives the answer cylinder, and this comes under the component of relevancy of questioning. We are not deviating the continuity, so it is called relevancy and continuity. So which is similar to the cylinder among the 4 or 5 examples we have given: road roller, mat, bottle, and all these things. Automatically they gives road roller is the most similar one to the cylinder, that is also RC and UPK. How do you say it is a cylinder? The teacher asks. Then it has 2 bases and 1 curved surface. So if the student has the knowledge that if there is there are 2 bases, 1 curved surface to any geometrical figure or geometrical shape, it is called cylinder. So this is called continuity and relevancy of the questioning. So then the student gives a reply, and we have to write the components with a pencil or C. Then they move to the next question. Can you draw it on the blackboard? Automatically the student comes and gives reply, yes sir, and they will come forward. That is called preliminary attention gaining. Means we were trying to motivate the students and gain the attention of the students towards our lesson, which we want to teach in the next immediate few minutes. So the teacher asks the students to draw the cylinder on the blackboard. The student draws the cylinder on the blackboard. This is called relevancy and continuity and arousing motivation. So they are trying, the teacher is trying his level best to motivate the students towards his lesson. Then identify the planes in that figure. Automatically the students will identify the planes which is one is lateral surface and as curved plane, and the 2 bases. The last one is with this the teacher concludes. So this is called conclusion. The teacher, what do you call this curved plane? The curved plane, the student replies that is the lateral surface of a cylinder. That is the relevance of questions and continuity of the questions. Arousing motivation is a component. Then the teacher concludes that today we are going to discuss about the cylinder and how to find the lateral surface area of the cylinder today in the class. So automatically the student gives reply, thank you teacher, or thank you sir. This is called topic pixelation. So in this class, with these few questions, the teachers introduce the lesson in a easy and simple way. This is called skill of introducing the lesson. So with the help of the students, with using the previous knowledge of the students, and we have to introduce the lesson. This shows the efficiency of the teacher training and command over the skills in teaching mathematics. So this is the most important skill to the mathematics teachers, to introduce the topic using the skill of introducing the lesson.